there, welcome back everybody. Xsynistr here with another Call of Duty video. So today we're going to be looking at a competitive game that happened between the Murder clan and the YTRY clan on the map Hard Hat. So the game type is Domination. Now YTRY, Murder had run into YTRY in a game of Ground War, and Murder had an extra player, so they thought instead of just playing 6 and kicking one out, they would play some Ground War, and they met YTRY. YTRY beat them up pretty good. They had a full team, a full 9 players, I believe, and beat them up. And so that after the game, they were very confident and very disrespectful to the players on Murder. They were using pejorative comments, for just cussing them out, telling them how terrible they were. After several email and messages sent back and forth, they decided to meet in Hard Hat and start it from scratch and just let the best team win. So Murder was very gracious, and they said, okay, let's take the bad side, and we will beat you from the bad side. Doesn't matter. So typically, tactically, you're going to move towards the B flag. Now, if you're on the A-B side, it's a fairly simple move. Move to B, move to A, control the middle, control construction. You have the game pretty much in hand. Now, if you're on the bad side, we're going to be watching from Deceased first-person perspective. You have to use rotary tactics. You have to attack B, and then if that doesn't work, you have to attack A. But whatever you do, you have to do it as a team. Additionally, you have to use tactical inserts and other equipment to really facilitate the respawn mechanic. Now, if you respawn and you allow your respawn to happen all the way back in construction, you'll never be successful, especially against a decent or quality team like the YTRY clan. So, tactical inserts, you'll see Deceased using it, head glitching, trying to shoot his way onto the flag instead of just running and jumping onto it as many pub players do. You have to win gunfights before you move on to the flag. If you watch competitive gameplay, that's what they do. They win the gunfights first, and then move on to the flag. Tactical inserts, which is not used in competitive play but in pub play because you have additional 2 players, really prevent the respawn mechanic from working against you. As you see, Deceased, a very good shooter. Tazamanic, a new member to Murder, another fantastic player, really helped Felix Black, who I'm sure many of you know from his YouTube channel, and the founder of the Beast James, really put pressure on the other team. Now, as you'll see here, Deceased has been killed off of B. After capping B, YTRY pushes their entire team onto B to recap. Now, Deceased now and his other teammates are respawning on the other side of the map. Their tactical inserts have been denied. Here comes the rotary tactics. So if the B side didn't work, now they're pushed up to the right side of your map here into that construction area. They have to attack the A side. YTRY is pushing into the B flag so that A will be more vulnerable. As a team, they have to rotate and cap A. Now Deceased decides here to use tactical inserts and really his shooting skills to really occupy the other team. Now, many of the other Murder members are killed off of this, but Deceased really does work here with his tactical inserts, his head glitching, and his shooting him off before attempting to cap. In the meantime, the rest of his teammates are taking this opportunity to rotate to the B flag. They're rotating the other side of the map as a full team to attack B, and allowing Deceased almost to try to solo cap this flag. YTRY, knowing that there's pressure over here, moves their team onto this flag and tries to prevent the recapping of A. But as I said here, let's look at an overhead view. As I've said, Deceased is working this by himself. The entire team, the entire Murder team is rotated to the top left side of your screen here onto B flag and really trying to cap the B flag. Rotary tactics. Whatever you do as a team. If you have one player that's trying to draw the other team out, occasionally that'll work, especially if it's as good a shooter as Deceased is. Now you'll see, during the game, they cap B, but the YTRY pushes all the way back, recaps B. Rotary tactics, now we're back on the other side at A, and we're going to push using tactical inserts, trophy systems, and extended pressure to cap A flag. Now, they've done it. They've successfully moved the respawn, and they've controlled this side of the map that's the more beneficial or more advantageous, this A-B construction area. Now, typically, you'll see on the top right-hand of your screen, there's the sandbags, and that's used to control the top side of your map. This part Deceased used to control this left side of the map I thought was very interesting. This line of sight is not one that I use a lot, but he uses it very advantageously to prevent this rotary tactic working against his team. You'll see Felix Black locked in construction there, shooting them as they attack or move off of C flag. Deceased, not one to camp, definitely pushes through the construction area and attacks the C flag. Now, YTRY has pushed their entire team to take the B flag. You have to be flexible as a team. This one thing that I really remember and recognize in this game is that, okay, so that we don't have AB, the entire YTRY clan is going there Felix Black to cease, push to the C flag, and get AC. As long as you have 2 flags for most of the game, you're going to win. Whether they're A, B, B, C, it doesn't really, or CA, doesn't matter. Be flexible. Recognize the entire other team's push and counter it. Whatever you can do to competitively win the game. Now, as this game wraps up, Murder pretty much hands it to them. They beat them up. They take the bad side of the map. They rotate continuously. They beat them in gunfights. They outshoot all of them. And it's not even really close. Now, if you've ever played game battles, many teams quit out because they don't want to hear the garbage can. It's not that looked down upon. However, in private matches, typically you won't see one team quit out. But I think with all the garbage that they had talked in before the game, they just didn't want to hear it. So you'll see many of them missing in action. You also see very high and good scores from the Murder Clan and the good shooting. Great game, great competitive gameplay. Remember, tactical inserts, rotary tactics from the other side. Shoot your way into flags, and you'll win many more games, especially of the competitive nature. Okay, XSynistr here. Hope you've enjoyed it. Till next time, I'll catch you on Xbox Live.